Hello and welcome, guys. This is Yasir Khan, and today I will be talking about the patient journey and how the patient journey can help you double or quadruple your revenue. The first thing to understand is that the top dental offices, they know what the patient journey is. Okay, they implement the entire framework every single day, and they benefit a lot from it. Okay, the other dental offices in any particular city either do not understand what the patient journey is, or even if they do, they just don't implement it. Okay, and that's why they either stay at the same level, or they even start losing revenue to other practices, other competitors in their city or in their space, which just who just take patients away from them. So the question you might have right now is, what exactly is the patient journey? It's very simple. Whenever someone shows interest in what you provide, for it could be teeth whitening, it could be implants, veneers, it could be a full mouth reconstruction. Um, as long as they're just showing interest, they are a prospect. But when they have signed up for the treatment, for the procedure, and they've paid you, they are a patient. In other words, you have closed them. Okay? The patient journey simply explains how you can get someone who is just a prospect to someone who is a patient. Okay, here's how it works. So there are four parts to it. The first part is someone is a prospect, they're just looking around. After that is the appointment section. That is where you book them in. Your front desk calls them and books them in for an appointment. After that is the consult. Okay, many people you book in for appointments will not show up. So only those who show up for the appointment are put in the consult section. And finally is the close section. Anyone who comes in for the appointment, in other words, for the consults, and they sign up and they pay you for the treatment is a patient now, right? They've contributed to your revenue. So let me say it again. The patient journey is taking a person from being a prospect to an appointment, to a consult, and finally to a close. Only when you close people do they generate revenue for you, right? It's really simple to understand, but it's not that simple when you put it into practice. I don't know a lot of dental offices which actually use this patient journey every single day, because it is a little difficult to implement, especially at the beginning, and that's what we help our clients with. So here's how the patient journey impacts you. You might be running marketing, okay? You might be spending on marketing, but you'll see a lot of clicks or a lot of people calling in or going to your website and saying, please call us back. They're showing interest, but only 3 to maybe 10% of those people who are showing interest become your patients. And then it turns into this vicious cycle for you, because you expect every single person who is showing interest to become your patient. You expect every single person, or even most of the people who are showing interest to become your patients, that you get upset when that doesn't happen. And I'm going to tell you right now that the vast majority of people right now who are showing interest right now will not buy from you. Right now, I mean, okay? Only 3% of the people who are showing interest right now will buy from you. In other words, they'll become your patients right now. Okay? I think 10% will become your patients in the next 30 days. Okay? And the rest of them might become your patients in the next 6 months or 12 months or 2 years down the road. Please remember, most people are just looking around. Okay? I personally feel this is one of the challenges that dentists face when they try to market their practice. They expect every single person to show up and start paying them, start signing up for treatments, and that will never happen. Okay? When you master the patient journey, and I talk I talk a lot about this in my book. If you have it, I might have mailed it to you physically. So I talk about this a lot in the book, and also in the DVD, which you probably might have, and also on my website and in the mailing list. It is very important for you to understand what it is. Without understanding the patient journey, you are competing with every other dental office out there and using pretty much the same marketing tactics. That's why you keep on spending money and you don't see results. Or if you do see results, the results are minimal. So please understand, at the beginning, if people look at your dental office and say, well, it's a nice dental office, but it's just like everyone, like all the other practices out there, then only 3, maybe 5% of people who are showing interest will come in and pay you for treatment. If on the other hand, people look at you and say, this is the top premium dental office in my city, the conversion rate, which means that the number of people who actually sign up and become your patients, will shoot up to 10%, sometimes even 15 or 20%. Okay? You will never get 100% conversion ratio. Not every single person who shows interest will not become your patient. If that is how you think, I would really request you to change your approach, because you're probably losing a lot of money that way, because when you think that way, you don't spend a lot on marketing, because according to you, you should be generating more of a return. I've talked to dentists who were spending only $500 on Google AdWords, and they were like, well, it's not generating me any patients. Well, it's not, because first of all, you're not going about it the right way, and secondly, you're not looking at the patient journey. Okay? And when I looked at the numbers and I talked to their front desk, their front desk wasn't even following up with people who had shown interest, which in other words means that they were wasting their money. Okay? On the other hand, I know of dental practice owners who are spending $8,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 in marketing every single month, and they're getting many patients in, and they're very happy because they look at the lifetime value of those patients. And their marketing campaigns are working really well. Okay? So, if you want to become the top dental office in your city or in your space, the first thing to do is to recognize that you have to look at the lifetime value of your patients instead of just the transactional value. The second thing is to fully understand the patient journey. And your front desk should probably understand the patient journey really well too, because they're the ones contacting prospects. Anyone who wants to come in, they'll call your front desk. They won't talk to you necessarily, but they will call your front desk. Right? So how Andrea is is operating at the front desk is directly a reflection of you and your business model and your dental office. So please do take some time to understand what the patient journey is. It's not that straightforward. It's a little more involved. Okay, the top dental offices keep their prospects engaged to the point that they decide to come in and spend money with you. Okay, go with the treatment. And you might not think of it this way, but your dental office is a business. Okay? It really is a business. And if the numbers don't make sense, if you keep losing money every single month, you're going to run into trouble. Okay, and the patient journey is one of the simplest ways to make sure that you double your revenue and that you don't face a lot of difficulties. Okay? Most offices are not doing it, which means that once you start implementing this, you will increase your revenue. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.